With C2 arriving very, very soon inside of Sailor Piece, it leaves a lot of people wondering what all is going to be in this update. And you are in luck because I'm literally going to be leaking pretty much everything I know about the update, as well as a bunch of screenshots, images, concepts, everything that you could possibly want inside of the game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. Also, really quickly, I don't want to waste so much time on this, but if you guys do want to be entered in my Game Pass giveaway, I will be doing a Game Pass giveaway. So you guys have to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And you guys will have a chance to be entered in the giveaway. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So the Sailor Piece C2 update, for those of you that are not caught up, was actually released or teased, whatever, announced not too long ago. So I'm going to show you what they themselves have said is coming to the game, and then I'll show you the insider leaks and news that I have coming to this update and kind of what you need to do to prepare, as well as, you know, what is coming. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this video. All right, so for starters, obviously, let me pull this John up and you guys can see everything. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and get ready for C2. As you guys can see, this is going to be the cover, I believe, for C2. So you have a bunch of NPCs right there, or characters that you can actually be. And we have a bunch of stuff. So number one, we have the new C2, obviously, 4 new islands inside of C2, and then a new island inside of C1, which is going to be an island to get to C2. And I actually have an image, an exclusive leak of what that looks like. Then obviously we have new quest lines. We already figured that. We have the Easter event right here, which we have all been hyped up and kind of anticipating. Then we have guilds, which I'm going to go a lot more in depth into because I have a ton of insight on how guilds work and all of that. So if you've been wondering how guilds work, if you can have a guild, like all the requirements and different things for that, that's going to be mentioned in this video. Then we also have the guild leaderboards. We have sea beasts, which is going to be awesome. Then we have world bosses, new shops, which I do think I have some leaks of, which I'm going to show you because I'm pretty hyped about that. Bloodlines feature, which I pretty much have zero intel on right now. Relics feature, which I'm assuming this is going to be another way to increase damage and other stuff like that. I'm assuming it'll be something like runes maybe, but we'll get into all that later. And then new bosses, NPCs, and way more. So this update is going to be coming out, for anyone that is wondering, Thursday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, and it's gonna be through Wednesday, April 22nd. So this is going to be on a Thursday, at least for me, at 6:30 p.m. Obviously, go check the event out because it will be, you know, calibrated to your time. So, you know, I'm gonna get home from school and start working on videos. But yeah, that's the very first takeaway from this. We're getting guilds. We're getting a whole lot of brand new features that a lot of people have been wanting and anticipating. But the Sailor Piece devs have given us a lot of intel on what is coming, and that is why I'm super hyped to tell you pretty much everything. So let's get into, firstly, I think we're gonna go into how guilds actually work. I made a full in-depth short about this, but I decided I'd include it here because a lot of people don't know how guilds are going to work. Do not worry though, I have more insane leaks coming up. They're actually quite crazy. We have so much intel, which is awesome. So the very first thing I want to show you is how the actual thing is going to work, the clans. So let's go ahead and look at it. So in their Discord, now some of these are Discord exclusive, some of them are not, but if you go over here, you're gonna see, so I've made the general plans for the guild. So this is him talking, the owner of the game. You can create a guild with a rare item plus level requirement. So there's gonna be a rare item you have to get and the level requirement. So once you get your guild, will get a unique random ID once you create it, and duplicate names are allowed. So that's interesting. I wonder how that's gonna all work out. Leader sets the guild name, guild image, and short motto visible to all players. Starts at 50 members, and you can upgrade and have 150 people total in your clan. So up to 150 players max will be able to join the clan. So there's going to be stats that you're going to be able to exclusively get. So you're going to have guild-wide member stats. So you're going to have NPC kills, boss kills, playtime, dungeons 1, boss rushes 1, bounty drops, and then aura/cosmetic crates only dropped, not traded, world bosses killed, sea beasts killed, which we talked about earlier is going to be in this new update. And then click any member to see their individual stats done in the guild. Then we have points. So if you hit a certain amount of points, so let's say 500 NPC kills is going to be 1 point. That's just a, you know, example. Then you're gonna be able to upgrade your build. So similar to Rush, Infinite Tower upgrades, nothing OP. So being in a guild doesn't feel like a necessity, but it is going to be obviously a way to increase your damage and stuff like that. And also be able to increase member capacity using points. So very interesting. We also have ranks inside the guild, members, and a bunch of other stuff, bounties, ascension levels. So you can set requirements for your clan as well. You can kick people and a lot more. So there are ranks though. So if you want someone to be the vice leader, officer, member, all of those are options. You can rename is first available 6 hours after creation for free. Then there's a 24-hour cooldown, works cost points, and then other features so you can transfer and you can see who got kicked, all that stuff like that. And then the best thing, which a lot of people have been talking about, is going to be the leaderboard with ranked points. So rewards will drop for the top 100, 25, 10, 3, 2, 1 clan, and then titles, accessories, items, cosmetics, auras, etc. So there's not really going shouldn't be any guild quests is what he's saying here. I don't want to read all of this because obviously you can. I kind of just went over the highlights of this message. So clans are super, super exciting, but this is just one little feature that is coming and it has all of these other, things inside of it. So now we're going to kind of talk about some of the leaks that we have received. Number one being the Sea Traveler Island. We know exactly what this looks like and potentially it's a little bit of its location. So if you look at this message that one of the builders sent, C1 Island that leads to C2, and this is what it looks like right here. Pretty incredible if you ask me. This is how you're going to get to C2. Now in the background, I can't really tell 100% what this island is, but it is next to a island. So I believe this is going to be one that you will be able to teleport to go ahead and get over to C2, which is absolutely fantastic. This actually just looks insane. You can even see a planet up there and then, a whole thing here. Now I'm trying to zoom in to see if I can see anything specific down here, but you really can't see too much. I mean, that's the whole point of the leak is so you don't know everything. All right, now there's a lot more to get into. And I'm going to talk about the Easter event here for a second because a lot of you guys know Easter. Well, Easter's over. Easter's been over for, a while now, but they're still doing an Easter event. So this is going to be a whole nother thing that you'll be able to complete in C2. So here's one of the leaks that we got for Easter. As you can see, we have these eggs. So there is going to be some sort of Easter egg hunt. Easter eggs for when C2 drops with the Easter event as well. I believe in the community polls, there was also a poll for how the Easter Island should look, unless they've gone ahead and deleted it, which, yeah, they haven't done. So this is a potential, not a guaranteed leak for the Easter Island. Again, there is no guarantee that this will actually be the island, but there is something there. So if you're interested in checking that out, go ahead and do that because that's pretty cool. And then you can vote on the style. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is some more leaks that we have insight on. So the next thing, if we go back, is the shops that were allegedly leaked. Now, from what I can tell you, this is not already an island. This looks like a C2 island from, my keen eye says that this is a C2 island. And as you can see, there are new shops in it, just like it said. Oh yeah, new shop leak right there. Now, this appears to me to be a C2 leak, and it's actually pretty much confirmed. Not Black Clover, by the way. It's a starter island inspired by it. I don't know if there's any Black Clover characters in the upcoming C2. So a little bit more insight for you. This is going to be the C2 starter island with this crashed pirate ship right here. So very, very cool. Now we have another leak right here, which is around 44 seconds, but this is the full VFX for a bunch of new C2 NPCs and stuff that have been added. So they're pretty cool overall. I don't want to, harp on these because these are just obviously visual effects, but yeah, pretty cool. Then we have a new accessory for this man right here. So pretty awesome if you ask me. And this one actually, this leak did just come out today. So yeah, there's a lot of leaks and more leaks probably coming soon. If you guys like these type of videos where I kind of go over all the leak, comment down below and I will start doing some more of these. But yeah, guys, another thing to note is there is a ×2 luck coming very, very soon. I believe it's coming tomorrow or technically today at the time this video is being uploaded. So do make sure to tune into that because there is ×2 luck coming until, that update comes fully out. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. This was a full leak video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.